Welcome to Perfect Fit Closets. Today we're going to talk about how to produce a 360 panoramic view. In our 2020 platform, we're going to go through the presentation tab, click on the 360 publish. We're going to add some views, save the view, and then we're going to render it with our appropriate resolution, either small, medium, or large. Render quality, small, medium, or large. And once that's done, we're going to receive an email back with the actual link that we can share with our clients. I have my 2020 platform open, and I have a design with 2 walls produced. If I click on the perspective view, we can quickly take a look. Whenever we do our 360 panoramic views, we always have to keep in mind how large the project is as well. The larger the design, the longer the rendering is going to take. So I've got a simple design. This shouldn't take long whatsoever to actually produce or save or anything like that. We just have 2 walls. So let's take a look at our instructions. So the first thing that we're going to do is click on our presentation tab. I'm going to left click our presentation tab at the very top of our platform. Next, I'm going to select the 360 Publish 360 button. I'm going to left click it once, and a new dialog box appears. 360 Panoramic Views. The first thing that it's asking us to do for this wizard is click Add to create 360 views. I'm going to left click on the Add button. So the very first thing that we want to do is create a view or position of where the camera is going to be located. So that's the first step. So we're going to click on Add. That opens up the 360 panoramic view render screen. We can see that this is not the basic render. This is the 360 panoramic view render. It won't work when you're actually in perspective view. You must click on the 360 publish screen. Once I have that open, I'm going to go ahead and zoom where the camera position is going to be. So I'm going to use the controls like up and down, left and right, and position where I would like the camera to be. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the zoom underneath the control button here. So I'm into the room now, and I'm going to go ahead and kind of center myself. It's going to go down and rotate about eye level, roughly about 60 inches. Now I'm dead center in the middle. If I look to my right, I should be centered. Perfect. I can probably go in just a tad bit more to the left. So let's go ahead and just zoom in just a bit more. We'll go forward. And now we are kind of at the center of the screen. So this is kind of the first view your client's going to receive when we actually do this render. We'll let that populate for just a moment here. Now that it's populated, on the bottom right-hand side, we've got a drop-down button and a Save View button. I'm going to left-click in this screen here, and I'm going to give it a name. I'm going to click on View 1, and I'll put my initials SQ down there just so I can remember it. So View 1 SQ. Now that I've typed in a name, I'm going to click on Save View. So I'm going to left-click once. It's currently saving. We'll let the mouse work. And pay attention to the bottom right-hand screen here. Now it says View Saved. Okay, the view has been saved. This is where the camera position is going to be. I'm going to exit out of this. And I go back to my 360 panoramic view dialog box. You can see View 1 SQ is currently what I saved. And you can have a bunch of different view types as well. I'm going to select my defaults. Next, it says camera height, 60 inches. That's going to be 60 inches off the ground. This is the average 60-inch height of what 2020 indicates to us. So we're going to leave it at 60 inches as our default height. Resolution. Small, medium, large. This is the size of the actual link. If you want full screen, click on large. If you want a medium screen, so it just takes care of half the screen, you'll go to medium. Or if you want a very tiny screen, it'll be small. I always like to use large so it can fit this screen. Next is quality. We have medium or high. Medium will take anywhere between 5 to 15 minutes, depending on how large your design is. For high qualities, it can range anywhere between 30 minutes over down to 60 minutes that I've currently encountered. I like doing high quality, especially if I bring work at home or I'm not using the computer. What people will do is they will actually put it on high. They'll open up a YouTube link and put some meditation music or some sort of music on there that's greater than 1 hour. That way the computer will never go to screensaver or it will never go to sleep. So that's a perfect time for you to do it. Once you do a high quality render, I highly advise do not work on your computer whatsoever. Let your computer run and let the video graphics card do its work by sending information to the server to produce a high quality render. I'm always a fan and will always suggest a high quality render, but even a medium quality render works just as great as well. Medium renders take minutes to do. So we're going to go ahead and click on large resolution to fit this screen. We're going to click on medium quality to give us a medium resolution. And below it says publication. If I click on this checkbox, a 360 panoramic link will open up in a web browser when it's complete. I would like to do that. So I'll go make sure that it's clicked. And now I'm going to click on publish. When I click on publish, a new dialog box appears. It's asking me for anything in asterisks are mandatory fields. So designer name. So I'm going to put my name in. I'm going to go ahead and tab over to email. So I'll put my email address as well. Tab again, and customer's first name. Now, if you fill in this customer tab field and you type in the customer's information and the customer's email address, they will get the link immediately. If you don't want them to have the link and maybe you want to save the link and put it into another email, then put your email down. Then that's kind of what I'm going to do. Personally, I don't email the client the 360 panoramic link. I like to preview the link first before they receive it, but it's up to every single dealer on what they would like to do. So I'm going to have this sent 2 emails to me for the 360 panoramic view so I can preview it before I send it to the customer. I'm going to click on send. A new dialog box appears and it's going to go through 6 steps. Step 1 of 6 is currently being produced, and you can see how fast it's going. It also depends on internet speed and if I'm using the computer for everything else. Right now, I'm recording on this video right now, and it's slowing down just a little bit there. The average time that I'm currently figuring out is between 5 to 10 minutes or even up to 15 minutes, depending on how large the design is. All right. So the 6 steps has been completed, and we indicated that we wanted to open up the panoramic link in a web browser as soon as it's done. And we can see that we have the 360 panoramic link. I'm left clicking my mouse button and moving my cursor over and looking up and down, and it feels like I am in the room. What's great about this is at the very bottom controls, if you send this and open this up on your computer, you'll have a little bit of a screen here. It'll show you that you can do virtual reality goggles. So you can click on that link. I'll hit escape. There's a little button here at the very bottom that looks like cardboard glasses there. It's more evident on your actual phone. If you open up your smartphone and you click on that button, it'll go through a VR mode. So if you have Oculus glasses, Google Cardboard glasses, you can certainly use that and it feels like you're actually inside the room. And this will definitely suffice as well. We're a strong believer in curb appeal. If our dealers can go ahead and add decorations, go ahead and use the 360 panoramic views for their kitchens, as well as for closets, the high probability of landing the sale increases. Now what I can do is I can copy and paste this link, but as well, I also have this emailed to me. If I take a look at my email, I've got this email that looks like this. That was just emailed to me, And it says here, click here to open the 360 Panoramic link. So this is the exact same link. So I can left click it here and it will open up and produce a 360 Panoramic link. I always kind of copy and paste this link right here, right click and copy. And then that way now I can email the client the 360 Panoramic link. So once again, to recap, to create your panoramic view, you're going to left click the presentation tab, left click 360 publish. We're going to add a view. We're going to save it. We're going to indicate what kind of resolution that we like, indicate the quality, and then the 6 steps and the link is going to be emailed to us. If you have any questions, please email us at support@perfectfitcanada.com.